Because I think it's like some people taste soap. And then some people, like me, I can eat it fine.
Some people say they taste like soap?
It tastes like soap.
Okay.
Yeah, very weird. I think it's some genetic, like when they taste it, it's like soapy.
Soapy, okay. Yeah. I don't have an aversion. Hi everyone, this is Johnny and
this is Wade. I thought you were first going to say, welcome to FUNDAY Chat.
Oh yeah, welcome to FUNDAY Chat.
Let the people know.
I'm going senile. Okay, so today we're talking about, recently there is a show or like soap opera, Korean soap opera.
Oh,
which is
K-drama.
K-drama.
Oh,
okay.
Dude.
Do you know what the name of it?
Actually, honestly, I don't follow K-drama, so...
Okay, you're not a big fan of...
not that I'm not
K-drama.
a big fan, I just don't watch any, so... I don't know, what is the Mandarin name?
I think it's 淚的女王.
Oh, Queen of Tears.
Queen of Tears. Because my wife and my daughter, they're now glued to the TV.
Really?
Just for that 24/7. No, not 24/7. Just all night long. For
really?
like my wife and my daughter.
Okay.
Okay.
And have they finished watching it?
I don't know because I think it's just like two left, right? Two episodes, right? Left.
I don't know. Again, I don't follow.
Okay. So what is that about? It's about.
Do you know?
Like,
do you know what the storyline?
I just check it out. It's about like a man and woman. They got married. They tied the knot, and because of their like in
family,
their family is not the same.
Okay.
Or like the social standing is not matched, well matched.
Okay, you know what? Let me take a guess because I know most K-dramas probably involve somebody getting sick. So probably, right?
Somebody getting sick, right?
And then probably has to do with some family like dynamic where like one family doesn't accept one person or the other. And then maybe something along the line of like being cheated. Yeah, or maybe something along the line of having a terminal illness.
Like the uncle is coveting people, like someone's wealth. I mean,
those are what all the drama's about, right?
But I think the upside is that the K-drama is they always manage to put all the elements into one, like 16 episodes.
It seems like it, yeah. So actually, to be honest, before doing the shoot, right, we had some of our colleagues kind of just tell us what the gist is. And it just sounds like everything happened to the person.
But they did it like magically, or like very...
It's not very in your face.
It's not out of place, right?
It's not out of place. Okay.
Instead, like for some Taiwanese drama, they tend to drag out all the episodes.
Oh, okay. So you're saying like Taiwanese dramas usually go on for like many seasons or many episodes.
Some of it like
and this is how many?
100 or for this one, 16 episodes.
Oh, 16?
16 episodes.
Short and sweet, get to the point.
Yeah, very concise.
Tears at the end, I'm sure. Because I mean, I know a lot of my family members are also watching it. But again, I don't follow it.
Okay, so today we're talking about some lines in this K-drama.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, like, what are we gonna do if we don't even know the show? How are we gonna talk about
it?
We're talking about some of the 金句,
经典句,
some of the famous. Okay.
So I'm going to talk about the Chinese part, and we can talk about the English version.
Okay. Tell me.
The first one is. 我认为爱不是一起享受好东西，说些甜言蜜语，而是一起忍耐讨厌的要命的东西。
Okay, and that would translate to, I believe love. Oh, excuse me, I'll start over. I want to get into character. I believe love isn't just about enjoying good things together and saying sweet words, but enduring things we can't stand together.
Yeah, so in this case, right, I think sweet words.
Who said that?
I said that.
You're so romantic,
a striking resemblance to them. Don't you think so?
Yeah, I thought you were the K-drama lead actor.
Yeah, and next time I will say that. I look like him.
But that's an interesting line, actually.
对.
It is.
All right, so here I want to say something about this sweet words. You can also say sweet nothings, right?
Sweet nothings?
Sweet nothings,
sure.
一种呢喃的短语
Right.
Sweet nothings, right? So I believe love isn't just about enjoying good things together, but also saying or saying sweet words, but also enduring things we can't stand together. So how do you make of it?
I think this is actually very true, and I mean, we grew up in a Disney like fairy tale, happy ever after type idea, right? So many times you just think like, all right, the prince has to get the princess and then they live happily ever after. But that's like the good times it's talking about here, right? Like enjoying the good things, saying sweet words. But being in a relationship, even though I'm not married yet, and you are, right?
Yeah, I'm married.
You have grandkids already and stuff? Or
I'm a father of two.
Oh, two? And they have kids, right? You have grandkids?
No, not yet.
Oh, you're not that old. Oh, sorry. Okay, your kids
Hopefully not. It's terrible. That's scary.
Right. Your kids are teenagers, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, right. No, I think like it's important because like until you get to experience bad times with the person, then you know what the relationship is made of.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you agree?
Yeah, because, I've been married for like 15 years.
15?
15 years. I think, a lot of times you can experience the ups and downs in your marriage.
Yeah.
It's not always like,
Rose and
bad, right?
Dandelions.
Yeah, so I think maybe we made some mistakes in our marriage, and then we can correct our mistakes, and then those mistakes can serve as a memory.
Yeah.
Like in the future, we can have this kind of fond memory, even though it's good thing or bad thing, that can be categorized as a memory.
Yeah, I think even sometimes like it's the good times, of course, we remember, and like you have fun and you remember all the good times. But I think what really defines a relationship, especially a strong marriage, is how do they deal with the bad times. So it's like in those moments when like you show your most ugliest side and I show my most ugliest side, like how do we then actually support one another? And I know it must be hard, right? Because like two people coming together with completely different backgrounds, even like the main characters in this show, they must have like different challenges. But when they're in the good times, anybody can love in a good time. But really it comes down to how do you know that this love is real? It's proven during the bad times. So I think this is a great saying.
So good. So I think, a marriage, it's made up of two people. So sometimes, two people, they have different characters.
Yeah.
So you have to, put up with, sometimes you have to put up with someone's bad characteristics. And for example, take myself, for example, I used to be someone who has a bad temper.
Oh, really?
Or a short temper. And my wife, she kept reminding me how to, behave, how to deal with the stress, in a proper way. So I think, over the course of my life, over the years in my marriage, I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
Make some progress in terms of that.
That's good. Thank you, wife. What's your wife's name again?
Rita.
Rita?
Rita.
Thank you, Rita. Johnny is much better now.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't imagine if you are short-tempered.
Okay, so the second one, or second sentence here is 我们因为相爱而结婚，为什么婚后就不爱了?
You know, when I first heard the Mandarin, it sounded to me like we got married because we love each other. And so why don't we continue loving each other after marriage? But I guess like, I mean like they were saying, it sounded like the second part, just 为什么婚后就不爱呢? It's like, why do we stop loving after marriage? But I guess like, that's what it's saying here in the English term. It says we got married because we loved each other. So why stop after marriage? Yeah. So it's implying that because you got married when you were in love, you shouldn't stop after marriage. Is that correct?
Exactly. I think a lot of times we just so get used to living with each other, we forget the sparks, the love sparks that we used to have before we get married.
Right.
So I think sometimes people say that you have to run your marriage, to create some surprises for each other.
Yeah, because it's probably when two people get very familiar, they just feel like they don't have to try anymore. Like we find a lot of times, like a lot of my friends who are now married, they kind of let themselves go, right? They don't really take care of themselves. And especially when they have kids, I know like obviously there's so many stress and more things adds to the relationship. So that's not their priority anymore to like be good looking or anything. But I think like I've heard advice from other, much more older couples, and they always advise to keep dating each other.
Ooh,
do you still date your wife?
Yeah.
Rita?
Last
Is Johnny still taking you on dates?
Yeah, last October we went to Switzerland.
Okay,
and we are going to Paris.
Johnny. Okay, Johnny.
The third one is on the way.
Okay.
No.
All right, that's good. But that's actually important because I think when couples stop
the third
dating,
trip. I mean the trip.
Oh, third trip? I was like, third child. I'm like, it's about time to...
Okay.
It's about time. Calm down. But you know what? Yeah, I think like having marriage, make sure that you still date your partner. That way you can continue to bring also surprises, right? Because when you get so comfortable, then it's easy to just be like, oh, they know everything about me. Like, there's no reason why I should like try to do anything new. And then that's where you kind of hit a plateau.
Yeah, hit a plateau.
Yeah. I think that's good.
When our lives get stuck in a rut.
Right.
In terms of marriage, we can try to do different things so that we can make our lives more interesting.
Yeah. So I think this is important. Like, it's not only pre-marriage or like before marriage or even first few years of marriage might be like the honeymoon phase. But after that, like, that's where love really shows itself, right? Because you're choosing the person.
Oh, and also I think, if you can have like the same hobby. Like recently, my wife started going to the gym with me.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've been going to the gym like over the past 3 years, and I lost a lot of weight. And,
I saw your photos from when you were younger.
Exactly. So I tried to persuade my wife to go to the gym with me before, but she ignored me because she says she always exhausted after a long day at work.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, but right now she is a sales rep.
Yes.
For cars, like for Audi, and maybe she is faced with a lot of competition from her workplace.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I think that one, maybe that's the contributing factor for her trying to lose more weight.
Go to gym, get
and
fit,
right now I think we experience a kind of like the path in our lives that we can share something in common, and I think we can have more we can do more interesting things together.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty, and that's something that I'm really looking forward to, right? Is that you'll always have a partner to do life with. You'll always have a person to be there for you, throughout the good times, throughout the bad times, and to just accompany you. Because I think companionship, especially for us as human beings, like, we are made to be relational beings. Like, if we did this by ourselves the whole time, like, that would be rough. And even if you think about how they in prison, why do they put people in solitary confinement? That's because like they're completely isolated, right? And that's like one of the worst tortures you can have. So I think that's so good to have like the companionship to do things together.
Oh, there's another method for this. I think we used to work for the same company, so we saw each other almost 24/7.
Okay.
And we had a lot of heated argument with each other about how to do things, especially when we were assigned in China.
Okay.
At that time, we had a lot of like fight with each other about how to do this, how to do that.
Because you're literally in each other's face all the time.
Yeah. So I think right now we rarely see each other during the day. So we cherish our time together, right? So that's also I think a good approach.
I think it is good to have certain boundaries and spaces in between for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
So
number
what's the next
3, so 婚姻就像夏天的冷气，要的温度不同。
Okay, say that one more time.
Yeah, 婚姻就像夏夜开的冷气，所要的温度不同。
Oh, so marriage is like air conditioning on a summer's night. Everyone wants a different temperature.
Everyone wants different things in the marriage.
Yes, we all have different mindset of what is comfortable. Like, I think I like my space to be like around 24, 25 Celsius.
Oh, 24, 25.
Yeah, what are you?
That makes up 2 of us.
Oh,
me too.
So we'd be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my son, he likes like 19,
18.
19 or 20.
You're like, I'm freezing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's, I think, an important thing, right? It's a communication, because you have to realize everybody adapts to different temperatures. Let's say everybody is used to having different things and different ways of doing things. But I guess what is the key in the marriage? Like, if your wife wants it to be hotter, you want it to be colder, what's your solution?
To compromise. I think compromise with each other and try to find a common ground for that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So, last but not least, there is a very interesting part that has been, talked about recently on the internet.
I don't get this.
So this one is like, during the episode, one of the characters, he said something in Chinese.
Okay.
Yeah, because they are Korean, right? Literally in Chinese. 老板不要加香菜.
Is that what they sound like? Why did you use that voice?
I was kind of like melodramatic a little bit.
That was way too much.
老板不要加香菜.
All right, so in English that would just
tone.
be like please hold the coriander, or like I don't want any coriander.
Yeah, coriander. Do you use coriander or cilantro?
I personally I do.
You use coriander.
Oh, you mean like the phrase?
Which one do you use more?
I think I use cilantro more.
Cilantro, right? Because they're like American English is more.
Yes.
They use cilantro more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you like coriander? Because I think it's like some people taste soap.
Oh.
And then some people, like me, I can eat it fine.
Some people say it tastes like soap?
It tastes like soap.
Okay.
Yeah, very weird. I think it's some genetic, like when they taste it, it's like soapy.
soapy. Okay. I don't have a version to that.
Well, okay, but what does this mean? What does it mean?
Oh, so here we can teach them how to say this, like 不要加. You can also use a verb like hold, right? Hold the onion, hold the pickle.
Like hold your horses.
Like hold your horses. Get on your high horse. Get off your high horse. No. So when you were a child,
yes,
like when you order a hamburger at McDonald's,
yeah.
Would you tell them to hold the pickle?
No.
Or you just throw it away?
I just remove it. But even if you said, because I grew up here, so if I said hold the pickle, they'll be like, 好啊, and then they'll hold it.
Okay.
And they'll be like, why am I holding the pickle?
Okay. It can be a joke, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold the pickle. So yeah, here you can also, you can read the sentence here, the first one.
All right, so we're giving some example sentence here. All right, the first one says, I like the salad, but could you please hold the coriander? I'm not a fan of its taste.
Maybe you're not a fan of this, a fan of the taste, or maybe you are allergic to something.
Do you have another one you want to share?
Okay, I'm placing a to-go order for the curry, and could you make sure to hold the coriander? My partner dislikes it.
Okay, so the same phrase, hold the coriander, being like, I would not want that. Also, these are all actually using hold as like I don't want it.
Exactly.
Okay. I thought we had other ways of saying it. You know what? Today, let's just emphasize on the hold part so that they can learn one thing. If they're going to take away one thing, hold the whatever, meaning you don't want it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think...
What about hold water? It doesn't hold water.
It doesn't hold water.
It doesn't hold water.
So a container, it means it cannot take water.
No.
What? It doesn't hold water?
Like the argument? The argument doesn't hold water? Like
you mean it don't have any substance? Yeah.
Oh. Good one.
Well, we hope you learned some of the new phrases that applies to obviously relationships. And I'm maybe a little bit curious to watch it now. I don't know. But maybe when your wife and your daughter finish watching it, you can share.
If I have time, I will get around to it.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Good?
Okay. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.